absolutely insane and unfortunate. I know Kobe Bryant's wife, man, is pissed off. Wow, they really sold their son's ring. That's just sad. That's just sad. That's just sad. Let's see what Shannon Sharpe got to say about this.
Speaking of Kobe, Gil, you defended Kobe Bryant's parents for selling his championship ring. Gil, you said you can't be mad at the parents on this one. They broke. They got no money. You can't be mad because they're selling the ring. The money wasn't left to them. They tried to eat. Kobe gave his father Joe his very first championship ring. Joe and Pamela didn't attend the couple's weddings. When Kobe married Vanessa, Kobe's parents did not attend the wedding in 2001. Over the years, there have been a brief reconciliation. We documented, but that came to a halt in 2013. When you give and they take, that's what I said. Givers must put limits on what they give, because takers will never put limits on what they take. This is what Kobe said. When you give, and they take. At what point do you draw the line in the sand? Kobe tweeted with hashtag hurt beyond measure, gave me no warning, and finally, love. Now remember, they tried to hawk all his high school stuff. All the trophies and all the stuff.
So this is not the first time, right? Because they tried to sell all this high school stuff. Man, this is sad.
I mean, okay, Gil. I mean, how much is us in our community? Somehow we feel that no matter what our parents do to us, we should, no matter what some of our family members do to us, man, you got to be there.
Cap on that. Nah. Families be the main people that be trying to use you and abuse you. Oh, nah. I don't believe in that.
The hell with that.
Exactly.
I know my mom had sold anything of mine. She ain't about to get nothing.
Exactly.
I hope she got $20 million for it, because she never get another dime from Shannon.
Exactly.
Sister, brother, no, you're not finna do me like that. Just because you my blood, that should be more of a reason that I cut your ass off. Because you know what I went through to get to where I got. No, I can't rock with Kobe parents. I mean, I don't know why.
Well, I mean, you said it, but what ends up happening is if you kick him out the house and you cut off the food supply, they got to eat, right? They have to
eat. I got a better question. Why did he cut your ass off to begin with?
Facts.
Well, we can't actually go through that live, but let's say they had his best interest at heart.
No.
Yes.
Gil, how old is your oldest son?
17.
Okay. There's going to come a point in time that he's going to be 21, 23, 25, 27. At that point in time, he's going to be grown. You can say, son, I don't think she... Bro, half the team done been with her. But if he love her, ain't ish you can say. At that point in time, my son got married. I think my son was 27, 28. Hey, I had a conversation with him. I said, hey, bro, what's going on? He's like, Dad, hey, I love her. I want to be with her. That's who I want to be with. I said, you sure? It's the happiest I've ever seen it. Take off with it.
But you know, that's not how that works, right? You know, this is actually the real life, how it hurts. I mean, works. If the parents disagree, like, I don't think you should marry her, like, if you're young, when you need a prenup, and the father who's been an NBA player before is giving his knowledge to his son, right? Yeah. Well, if his girlfriend knows the parents don't like him, what happens when they get married? What is the girlfriend saying? Or the wife now stands? The wife stance is, I don't mess with them.
Right. No,
they're cut off. So the wife cuts off the parents no matter what. So now Kobe is trying to feed them in the back end. Eventually, the wife is making all the decisions.
So guess what? If that was the dad's money, if the dad was a multi-billionaire and he says, you know, I'm about to leave this company, I'm about to leave this fortune to you, son, and if your wife don't get no prenup, I can't do it. Kobe made that money.
Facts.
His mom and dad ain't got anything to do with that. If I got $500 million and I say, you know what, I'm about to have the world's biggest bonfire in LA, that's my damn money.
Facts.
Ain't nobody got up and shot them shots with me. Ain't nobody run with me. Nobody did.
You wasn't with me in the gym.
That. So what Kobe doing with his money? I get, parents. You want the best interest of your child. I get it. I'm a parent. But sometimes, Gil, the only way your child is going to know his head hurt is to bump it him damn self.
Facts.
And that's a hard lesson to learn when you're dealing with that kind of money. But that's okay. That's him.
But that's the problem. It's not like they're saying, give it to me. They're saying that was their stance. So it's not like him and Kobe had a fallout. Vanessa is the one who's saying, they don't like me. Well, I don't like them. They can stay over there. They can't see the kid. It's her stance now because she's the wife.
Right.
So she is the one who put the bridge in between the two of them.
Don't you should factor that in. Factor that in. Man, I'm being a jerk to this girl. What if this is my son? What if this is my son's wife and they have kids? How am I gonna see the grandbabies? What person you know, you can give them your ass to kiss. And when they get into an advantageous situation, now all of a sudden you want to be nice. You want to be nice to them. They're gonna turn around and give you their ass to kiss.
But again, you don't have to. You got to factor in that you thought these two parents was gonna think their son would just pick a woman over them. You don't factor that in. You're just being parent.
Yes, you do. A son is a son until he takes a wife. A daughter is a daughter for life. Don't you forget that, Gilbert Arenas. You remember that? Okay. So you know. I don't know how, but the Bible says when a man chooses a wife, that is now his home.
But this is before the wife. This is before she's a wife.
He's in the process of it.
They're giving her father and parent advice.
Okay, he didn't take it.
No, he didn't take it.
You can't be mad at it. It's just like you give your son advice. Hey, son, you need to go and get them shots up. Now you need 500. He do 250. You can. Son, I'm telling you now, you take the 500, it's going to greatly increase your chances of being what you want to be. You want to be the number one recruit in 2026? That's what you're going to need to do. You need to get up and get this run in. You need to eat like this. You can give him all the advice that you want, but you can't want something for your child more than they want for themselves.
Man, I don't care about none of that, man. It's wow. Your son is no longer here. Your son is an NBA legend, an NBA Hall of Famer, NBA icon, and you're selling his you selling his rings, his championship rings that he worked hard for, that he worked his entire life for. He worked his entire life putting all that sweat and tears, all that money into training, into health, into dieting, countless hours in the gym. Man, and y'all sold that? Man, that's a shame. That's sad.
He wanted Vanessa more than he wanted the advice from his parents. You can't be mad.
No, who said they're mad? They're not mad.
I don't care about none of this personal information, whether Vanessa did what to who. The parents should not be selling their sons NBA championship rings. That's just that's sad.
There's nothing to be mad about. You chose her, cool. We here living. But we gotta live, right? We're not talking to each other. We got $5 in our bank account. Bills is coming up.
What he in the NBA? He didn't have no job, so what? When Kobe retired, when Kobe got to the NBA, he retired? He was in the league.
He was in the NBA when they made $62.
Well, he should have kept 24 of it. But the thing is, Gil, sometimes parents think, well, my son make it, I'm straight, I'm going to get him to kick my heels up. That's a nice gesture if your son retires a parent or a grandparent. Mm-hmm. That was me and my brother's objective. Mm-hmm. But my grandparents would have never done. My grandparents always said, Granny, I got a baby. All right, boy. Granny, I got another. All right, boy, you take care of them. That's all she ever said. Whatever makes you happy. Because she said, if you like it, I love it, because I ain't got to spend one day with them. Okay? The parents ain't got to spend no one day with Vanessa. Whether they liked her or not, your like or dislike doesn't outweigh Kobe's love.
That has nothing to do with the love and survival.
No, I'm just saying, something caused this break, Gil. Something caused this break.
Yes, it did. It was Vanessa caused the break, so they had to be on the out. Right? So since they're on the out, all the stuff that he did for them before this break, the house and all that, they can't keep up with it, right? They don't have a job. They're in their 60s and 70s. So Kobe was taking care of them. Now they're cut off. Now, what did they do to survive? The only thing they had is memorabilia. So
that's a shame that they don't have nothing to fall back on. They don't have no businesses. They didn't invest their money. They're the parents, right? Why? Man, it's so many questions, right? They're the parents. Regardless, man, they could have just made money just off of his name and just open up a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? And just use his name. And like there's so many possibilities that their parents could have made money off of Kobe, even if Kobe's not talking to him. Right? Like, man, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
They were selling it before. You were selling Kobe high school stuff.
Yes, when they got cut off. So the first time you witnessed, the first time that was seen.
That's not yours, Gil. That's not yours. No, he is.
So what do you want him to do?
I want him to give him his ish back.
Okay, give your ish back, and still the house that we have still does, the bills don't get paid. So when you seen it the first time, when you seen your parents are selling it the first time for money to survive, that right there, you should have bought all the stuff out of the house. Give it all to me. Yep. We're not gonna go down this road again. Here's $500,000. Here's $1 million. Because I don't need some regular person sending it. Because when you guys get desperate again for money, what are you gonna do?
So, and then when does it stop?
Once you got all your stuff, hey.
Because that's what I tell kids. Get your mom or your grandma, or your parents a house that they can afford to upkeep. If you got to pay for somebody to cut the grass every week, if you got to pay for somebody to clean the house every week, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? Your parents don't need a $3 million crib. That you got to have the upkeep. The upkeep on a $3 million crib is what? Get you something that they can afford to upkeep and keep it moving. Now, I'm in a different situation. But at the end of the day, Gil, being a parent and you're a parent, you know. And what do we know about kids? The more you tell them not to do something, what they gonna do, Gil?
They're gonna do it.
Little do they know, if they were trying to pull them apart, they was actually pushing them closer together. I don't know if they knew that.
It wasn't a whole bunch of fighting. It was just one time. That was it.
Man, you know that woman.
The parents got pushed out of the relationship, and that was the end of it. There was nothing. That was it. There was no.
I mean, do a part of me feel bad? Yes. I hate that. I hate to see families bicker. I'm fortunate. I'm very fortunate. I'm not married, but my mom kind of let me live my life. This is what Kobe told ESPN. Our relationship is an ish. I say, I'm going to buy you a very nice home. And the response is, that's not good enough? Then you're selling my ish? Hold on. Kobe told ESPN, our relationship is an ish. I say, I'm going to buy you a very nice home. And the response is, that's not good enough? So you get ready to buy your mom and dad. You're like, you know what, mom, dad, I appreciate y'all because y'all was great to me. Y'all made sure me and my brother and sister, we had a roof over our head. Y'all gave me everything I needed. This is what I got for y'all. You see, I'm a firm believer, and you've heard me say it. The one thing I hate more than anything from a person is ungratefulness.
Ooh, you ain't lying about that. Ungrateful. Hold on. So I'm doing this for you and you talking about that's it? I'm doing something that I don't have to do, or you haven't been treating me well and I'm still going to do something and you going to come back to me saying, that's it? This is all you giving me? Man, I wish, boy, man, come on.
Now, Steph Curry, I went to the game Saturday, and during the timeout, Steph came over there, dabbed up. Hey, at halftime, got to have, because they was in front of where I was sitting. Steph came over and said, hey, what you got for you? What you got for your He said, okay, I got you what you need. I said, whatever, bro. I ain't picking. I don't say jersey, sweatband, whatever you give me, bro, I'm good. So he said, after the game, come to the tunnel. Okay, I got to go through the tunnel where they are anyway. So cool, no problem. I go back, talk to Savannah and Rich Paul for a minute. Then I head over there. He's working out. So I'm waiting for him to finish working out. He come out. He's like, appreciate, we just talking to you in the fat. So I guess somebody was recording it and posted it. And somebody said, man, I wouldn't want no shoes. I'd ask for the jersey. Think about that. He didn't have to give me anything. He gave me the shoes.
Yeah.
He didn't have to give me anything. How can you say if somebody is giving you something, they should have given you something else? How do you
exactly
say if somebody is buying you something, that's not good enough? That's not enough? Now, I'm just saying that's what Kobe said. I don't know. I wasn't there. Because let me tell you something else. People are like, oh, you gossiping. You do realize anytime that you sit down with one person and the person they're saying something about isn't there to refute what they're saying, it's gossip or hearsay. Because you weren't there to hear the conversation in its original format. So how do you know? So this notion that, somebody went there gossiping. No. Anytime you ask somebody and they tell you a story and you weren't there to hear it firsthand, or the person that they're talking about isn't there to refute it, it's gossip. So this is what Kobe told ESPN. I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm just saying something forced him to feel this type of way about his parents. And I don't know. It's hard for me to believe. Look, I understand that sometimes, a woman or a man can feel some type of way, but you got to be in a relationship with the parents. You got to understand that.
But at the end of the day, no matter the fight or not, the house they got, if they still have that house, right? Don't know if they sold the house for money, but just like anything, you buy someone a house. Congratulations, thank you, I appreciate it.
Yes,
you're telling me I got to upkeep it myself. How? How? If you buy your sister right now a $3 million house and then tell her she has to upkeep it herself, and you're not going to give her nothing else, can she? No. Oh, okay. But you know what? My sister better not be acting a damn fool and talking about Shannon crazy. No, but what I'm saying is that she starts selling your shit. Some of these bills around here. You see where I'm going now? Like, I already cut her off, and she's like, oh shit, I got to pay a water bill. This. Shannon gonna kick my ass. Now I got to start selling some of this shit in here to pay some of the bills. Like sometimes doing something good for somebody is still putting them in a bad situation, and that's where they are. They're in a bad situation. I'm pretty sure they don't want to sell the shit.
Gil,
they got a ring that's sitting there. There's $90, $100, $200,000 right there that we can use today. It's on a shelf.
Yeah,
they're not part of the Mamba. They're not part of the Mamba legacy. They don't have the $300-400 million. These shoes. They're not getting a percentage of nothing. All $600 million on the shelf. Kobe's legacy.
She got to be lonely because think about it. Like the grandparents on one side. You remember her mom tried to sue her. Yeah. So the parents on hers. I don't know if her dad's in her life or anything like that. But the mom on one side tried to sue her. The in-laws on the other side selling your husband's stuff, and so you don't have a relationship. So you're kind of like isolated. I mean, I don't know if she has any brothers and sisters. So I don't know that kind of relationship. So I don't want to speak to that. But I know it's hard for me to believe that she has a relationship with a mom when a mom tried to sue her. I don't know anybody that had a relationship with a family member after you tried to sue me. You ain't finna get jumped. But Gil, let me tell you a funny story. Like when my brother went to the league and we were living in the house, my grandma said, well, we ain't got to move. You can fix this up. Granted, it's 1,000 square foot, cinder block, no paneling, a tin roof. Fix up what? But you see how her mind was thinking? She always thought, she's like, well, what happens if we have to come back? That was her biggest fear. That was my greatest motivation, to make sure she never had to go back.
Yeah.
I just, like I said, Gil, I've been blessed. I've been very fortunate. I got a brother, got a sister, and we are close. When I say we close, now don't get me wrong, we disagree. You damn right we disagree. But we're close. Close. And then my mom, she's my only parent that's still here. My dad died a long time ago, and then my grandmother passed in 2011. But we're close. I couldn't imagine. I just couldn't. I couldn't imagine. It's beyond the realm of my comprehension, because knowing how close we were growing up, and knowing that my mom did all that she could, even though she was in Chicago, she made sure for birthdays and Christmas and holidays and events that she could get there. She got there. And my grandmother did everything that she possibly could. I couldn't imagine being that way with my, I can imagine being that way with in-laws, but I could imagine being that way with my own parents.
Yeah, but what happens is you never had to go. His parents probably never thought the same way until the girl got involved. So your girl got involved with you, and your mom said, "I don't think you should marry her." And then you marry anyway. Now that girl is saying, "Hey, I don't like your mom, and I don't want nothing to do with your mom." Now that puts a wedge between you and your mom.
Yeah,
it's not you two; it's your new wife, and that's where the problem becomes. Right?
You probably should have kept that to yourself. So like, hey, if you happy, Gil, if you happy, son, if that's what makes you happy, no, oh my Lord, please have mercy, watch over my son. I mean, you think one thing, but you say something else, Gil.
Yeah, I mean,
cause